Hi guys,
Hey.
welcome back to another episode of The Rising's Growing Together with me, Billy.
And me, Charlotte.
Yeah, so been busy. You've been off on your mini-moon.
I have. I've been
Jump
away.
straight in. Tell us all about it.
So my mother and father-in-law and my sister and brother-in-law gifted us. Actually, they give it to us at Christmas. A mini-moon to Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
So we were going for a long weekend, Friday to Monday, four full days. And it was coming up to be a month after we got married.
Yeah.
Because you know what it's like, you get married. Well, I've seen a lot of other people do it anyway. They're so thing about the wedding and everything like that.
They've got no money for that.
They get married and then they either got no money or they just can't be bothered to sort it out because it's another.
So much planning for the first one, yeah.
So that was really nice that it was kind of in and done. So that was lovely. We were gifted that to go to Amsterdam.
Yeah, because I think we got married we did the Gibraltar bit, which wasn't our main thing.
Yeah.
In like the November. Then we got married in the following September. And I think we went on our honeymoon in like the November. So we waited a couple of months after because we got a cruise.
But that's normal. Dates. So it's that time. But at the minute.
Some people go the day after.
Yeah, which is great. But, or depending on the time of year and where they're going, they might have to wait.
Well, that's it. Ours was a specific cruise.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We couldn't change
But me
dates.
and Mitch don't even still now don't know where we're going to go, when we're going to go, how long we're going to go. You know, like, so, you know what, me and Mitch would have been 2 years ahead down the line.
Have this honeymoon.
We would never have done it. So at least we've done something little to be able to celebrate it. And then with that, you were going to watch Akon Ne-Yo in London and said about it. And I was like, oh, we're probably not the best time for us, you know, financially and I'm going to say no. And then I'd seen that they was
touring around Europe.
Yeah, they was in Amsterdam on the weekend that we were there.
That's just weird, isn't
and
it?
I was just like, oh my God, I've got to book it. But Mitch wasn't so like, at first. And then when I actually explained who it was, he was like, oh yeah, I'll watch that. I was like, what do you mean? What? So I can book tickets. So I can book tickets. And then, so when he was like, right, okay, he actually does want to do it, because I wouldn't want to go and he's not enjoying it.
No.
As it's our
and
weekend.
It's not cheap either.
Yeah, exactly.
Concerts are not cheap.
No, they're not. And so then, so I was looking at booking them and and he went, well, before you book them, remember that Liam said about, you know, he might be able to get some tickets and just ask. So I was like, right, well, they're there, they're ready to click go, So Mitch had spoke with Liam about it. Anyway, Liam wasn't able to get the tickets, I think because it was in a different country.
Yeah.
He's used to going to the O2 or whatever you used to go to, don't you? And I was like, oh, it's all right, I've booked it anyway, because I was a bit scared that the tickets weren't going to go. Left it as that. And then we booked it, I don't know, a day or two later. I don't look at my phone. My phone clicked up that I've been sent money, and I was like, why have I been sent money? So I've gone on it, clicked on it, and it's only you, isn't it, who sent me the amount that were the tickets for Akon Ne-Yo, and that was our wedding present from you and Liam.
Yeah.
And it was just, one, it was just amazing anyway, because the concert was just fab. But two, coming from you, do you know what I mean? We would have done it together if we could have. So having that gift from you was just so special.
Yeah. And that's nice, because sometimes, like, you just don't know what to get people. Yeah. So, like, because I was like, well, we're going. Yeah. I know that is definitely, like, our thing as well. Yeah. So it was like, then I know that it's something that is nice to get, rather than just in a couple of months' time going in just to the shop to find something just for the sake of it.
Exactly.
So
and it was such a good gift. It was such a good experience as well, because not only were they just good performers, they interacted so well with the audience.
And there wasn't a break, because it was the two of them. They just backed each other up. So there was no waiting around or having another artist that you don't know.
I absolutely loved it.
It was so good. Put me up there with one of the best concerts.
I agree. And even Mitch said it. So I don't really go to concerts with Mitch. It's something that I'd always do with my friends, or the last one I did with him was with Mason for 50 Cent. He wasn't really interested at all. I think the amount of times he went to the bar or the toilet, you know what I mean? And I think that's probably what he was worried, but thinking it was going to be.
Like, oh, I like a few songs.
Yeah.
You forget how many songs they dominated our, like, teens and 20s.
Yes.
Like, even when it come up, I was like, oh, well, me and Liam actually watched Ne-Yo in concert like 10 years ago. And like, obviously I knew that he had quite a lot of songs that I liked because I've had his album and stuff. But I remember going to him like, oh, Akon's only got a few songs.
See, I used to...
And then I've remembered, and that one, and that one, and
I used to have Akon's album on repeat, I did. So that was one for me. I
forgot how many tunes.
Loved. And I don't know if they did it, I'm presuming they did the same. They did a segment bit where they played the songs that they wrote. How cool was that?
That was so good that they wrote or produced.
Yeah, so the one that sticks in... Oh, they did a few Beyonce... They wrote a few Beyonce songs. That stuck in my head because that was a bit of a joke.
Because they were like trying to do each other over. Yeah,
it was the Titanium one from Akon for me that I can't get out of my head.
I had no idea.
Yeah, because that's quite new, isn't it? From what I remember anyway. Yeah, so that was quite a good little segment in it. What did make me laugh in that concert anyway was I felt like Ne-Yo was really trying to be serious, not serious, but a bit more professional and and Akon was like the little kid just jumping around everywhere making the most of it. You know, like I've already done this before, I'm just enjoying it this time sort of thing.
No, I think that definitely comes across, that energy. Like you've got someone who's really trying to like show you the vocals and the songs, and you've got someone else who's just throwing the energy. It was...
They matched perfect.
When I heard it, I was like, that's a bit of an odd pair.
Yeah.
But actually, they so went well together.
Yeah, I agree.
You had the love songs, then you had like the dance tunes,
and even I think we spoke about this. I was actually at one point watching the dancers rather than them singing at some points because they was up in the air with no.
Well, they had them like
spinning around.
Yeah, them like
drop poles,
the material things. Yeah, and the
poles them as well.
Stuff, and like when they like unravel themselves, and it's like you're watching
in
like,
full on like huge heels, like
crazy.
So that was amazing in itself.
Yeah,
you know,
that probably, like you say, cherry on top of the trip.
Honestly, it was amazing. And then around that, we had Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So we've been to Amsterdam before. We went about 10 years ago. And we did a lot. We did so much the first time. We did all the museums that you said, you know, like everyone, the ice bar, you know, all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to do the same again, but in a different way. You know, I want to kind of discover Amsterdam, but obviously
not the main
exactly,
things,
not the
like
real
all
common
backstreet
exactly.
Things,
so,
like a local,
exactly that. So, we rented bikes. Oh, Bill, I thought I was going to die. To be fair, but it was amazing.
Is it quite dangerous?
It's
scary. Don't they have cycle lanes?
Yeah. So this is something that Mitch came home and obviously really was excited to tell the children because I jumped a red light on my bicycle. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm quite strict and stuff like that now.
Yeah.
So it's all like designed and made, or whatever you want to call it,
for bicycles.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's I think if you got in a car, it would take you longer to get wherever you want to go because of the way the routes are.
Yeah.
So you're walking or you're cycling. Mm-hmm. And we absolutely love it. I felt like a local. I felt like I lived there. I was smashing it by the end. Don't get me wrong, their legs must be absolutely pumped because sometimes Mitch was like, "You're right." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You know, you can change the gears." I was like, "I have." I'm just not fit. And they're not like, you know, up to date, the new tech bikes. These are like old school with your basket on the front bike. Like, but it was wicked. Yeah. Like we had such an experience that way.
Yeah. Well, I think I said it to you that something that reminds me of that is when me and Liam were on a cruise, whichever one it was. It stopped in the Bahamas, and we just straight out of like the port bit was
you got a moped, didn't you?
Moped hires. So we were like, let's just do that. So we did. We just mopeded round, just like sightseeing.
And so we did that. So we'd got to where we wanted to go, sort of thing. Then we would leave them.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to try and park a fucking bicycle in Amsterdam as well? Seriously.
Why?
Because the scale of them is huge. They are everywhere. It's like trying to park a car in the city centre of London.
So you mean just like no space?
There's no space, but you can't then just go, there's a lamppost, I'm going to park it there. The bike grower, whatever you want to call it, I don't know what they're called, will come and literally just pick them up, angle grind the locks off, and we've watched it and just put them on the
so you have to park it in a parking spot.
Like it's really like that was probably my biggest headache. We did a lot of different. We did like a windmill trip. We went to a place called Zaans, where it's like a windmill village, and we did the Gouda cheese making. We did the clog making, which is their shoe that they have.
So you watch it, or you were doing it?
We both. So you watch them how you make, and then you help, and then you walk around the windmills. And
cool.
There was one where you walk in, and it's only a stupid thing, but you make your own hot chocolate going round. And I'm trying to think what else we did, because we did so much touristy stuff, like away from the centre kind of thing. But we had so much fun, I have to admit. The first day I got a bit scared because we woke up in our like Airbnb, and the room was beautiful. It was so nice. It was real like Amsterdam-y. That's not a word, but it really was. You know, not like a hotel or anything like that. It was proper little Amsterdam little room, you know. And when you come up and you're literally on the canal. But we woke up in the morning, and where we was, imagine like having a room on top. And that's what I was woken up by. So it just wound me up. And the thing is, we'd had like an early flight from 2 o'clock in the morning. So we hadn't actually slept. We'd only had 2 hours sleep in like 2 days.
Yeah.
So everything was just heightened. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just lying there, and
you had the opportunity to
lay in. That was the only day that we really was. Otherwise, we was up and out every day, you know, trying to see everything and do everything. So that was the one day, the day after we arrived, sort of thing, where I was like, right, we're just gonna chill. And then you hear bang, 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 and all these noises from a water pump or whatever it was in the room. And I think me and Mitch just wanted to scream and just like, get us the fuck out of here, get us home. Like, what are we doing? Do you know what I mean? But then after like the next sleep, you know what I mean? Obviously getting our hours back, it really wasn't so bad. And yeah, it was annoying, don't get me wrong, it was really annoying when you want to have a lie-in, but we just didn't lay in so much, do you know what I mean? And we just got up and went out. So that was part, you know, when you start your holiday, you think, this is all rubbish, what is all this?
Trip is ruined.
Yeah, this is a load of shit, you know what I mean? Let's just fucking go sit in a corner and cry. But it really wasn't. I was just I was exaggerating that because of my tiredness. But yeah, it was brilliant. And as much as we did so much, and I feel like there's not much more we could do, I would go back again. But it's like, it's because I did do something else. We went to the top of a building. It's called the Adam Lookout building. We had to get a little ferry over the river or whatever to get to it. And you go up in a lift, and when you go up in the lift, they do a light show in the lift. I know that sounds really sad, but it's really cool, right? It's when you're not expecting it, it's really cool. So they do a light show in this lift. So you get to the top and you can eat up there, which we did. We had lunch and that was beautiful. And then you have the opportunity, if you want to go on this swing. So it's this swing that hangs over the edge of this tower, right? But I was just like, okay, let's do it. Let's go.
I thought you'd be a bit nervous. No,
let's just go for it.
Scared in your old age.
Yeah, but it's weird. So I'd go on like a roller coaster and stuff like that, but I wouldn't go to another country. That scares me. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird.
Yeah.
So we went up,
and you're like strapped in?
No, you're not strapped in. It's just like a bar, just a very thin bar that just comes down.
And you go off the edge?
You're off the edge. So imagine like a swing.
Dodge. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a metal thing, obviously by a mechanical thing or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, so not like a loose swing.
Not a real swing, yeah.
Right, okay.
Because you wouldn't have control of it, would you, up there?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. Well, we didn't have control of it anyway, but no. So you wait your turn and you get on, and it starts going, and it's quite slow. Just do like this, you know what I mean? But you are a little bit off the edge of the building, you know?
Yeah.
Then it starts going a bit quicker and a bit more like this, you know, so you're really out of the tower thing. And I don't get me wrong, I was a bit nervous, do you know what I mean? So I'm holding on, yeah. Then literally I've looked to Mitch like this, and he's just like, I don't think I'm a roller coaster guy. Well, but I've just lost myself then, because I didn't think he'd be feeling like that. So I've just gone, he's like, hold on, China, hold on. That's okay. He's like,
I'm trying to laugh.
I was like, just so you know, it's not a roller coaster, it's a swing.
Yeah.
But he just can't move. His hands are holding on that tight is white. Yeah. You know, his whole things are white. Like this. He's just like,
pretending that everything's okay.
Everything's okay. I'm not a roller coaster guy. But all it was 1 minute. I think that 1 minute for him felt like about 10, honestly. Because I think he was waiting for me to go, do you want to get off?
Yeah.
Because I was just like, you know, just being
and it's
stupid.
A minute, so by the time I tell him that it'll be over.
So then we got off, and he's like, I'm never doing that again. I'm going to have to be the dad. I'm going to be the boring dad who holds the bags. And then, so he's realised that he went
on the big rides in Madrid when we were with the kids.
But
and
clearly
Mason went on like ones that none of us went on.
Yeah, clearly he doesn't like it. He just pushes himself to do it.
Maybe.
That was a year ago? 2 years ago now?
Well, it was before I found out I was pregnant with Hayden. I was pregnant, but I found out like the week after. So
there you go then.
2 years.
Yeah. So it is 2 years.
Well, no, nearly 3, because I would have been pregnant for
exactly.
nearly a year. So, yeah.
So it just...
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that would be him.
Neither would I. And I'm, you know, we all get a bit nervous, obviously. It's just normal. It's that adrenaline that comes after and everything. I
think that probably would be a bit more nervous than a roller coaster, because, like, you're strapped in, like, there isn't much you can do about it, and you just go, whereas that is a little bit like, I could slip off the seat. I'm not really strapped in very much. You've got more to look at around,
to be fair. I was a bit like that at first, just swinging. Oh, God. I went, because I even went, oh, it's going a bit fast, isn't it? Like, just like that. And then after a bit, I kind of looked and I was just like, oh, babe, I'm sorry. I thought it was going to be fun.
I thought you would enjoy it. Scarred him for life.
I know. So that was a little giggle we had.
Yeah.
And just experiencing just a little bit more like a local, you know? Yeah. So having the bikes, we learned that they have this 24-hour underground free parking. That we used when we went to the concert, because we took the bikes to the 24-hour underground, checked them in, locked them up, got on the metro, to where the concert was, which at the same day Harry Styles was in the other concert. So can you imagine?
Oh, the people.
So we were on the train and Mitch was like, oh, he's obviously coming to the concert. And in my head, I've stayed quiet and I thought,
they're not dressed like it.
Yeah, so this was me. They're in sequins. They're in like feather boas.
That's not that.
That's not Akon.
Because when I was in the O2, we went to Nando's and the restaurants and stuff outside before it started, like a couple of hours before, and you could see the people turning up for the concert, and like they were all decked out in like that kind of era.
Exactly. So
not feather boas and stuff.
No. So I was thinking in my head, I don't think these are going to see Ne-Yo and Akon. And if they are, what the fuck are they wearing? And then I think I looked it up on my phone what the arena was and who was it, and it was Harry Styles. I was like, that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
That attire, exactly that. So all that experience of getting the metro and and then I've even got a video on my phone actually where I did a video and Mitch was like, it's like Crocodile Dundee. You know, I don't know if you've ever watched that film. It's a very, very old film.
Yeah.
And there's a bit where he goes, or she goes to the train station to find him, like kind of thing. And they have to like talk across people and then talk back. And it was a little bit like that as we videoed through. So yeah, it was a really cool weekend actually. Yeah. We did a lot of stuff.
And most of the stuff that you can't do with kids.
No.
So that's why I like
Amsterdam's not.
When you're on your own, like I like to do those things and travel like on the metros and do the bikes and stuff. Yeah. Because you can't do that when you've got the kids with you.
Not so much. In
yours are a bit older.
Yeah, mine are a bit different, but also Amsterdam's different. Like
it's not a kid environment.
I don't think so. Not where we was.
They probably wouldn't have found half of what you've done even interesting.
No, they wouldn't have. They didn't. And obviously we went to a few coffee shops.
Yeah.
So that's the difference in Amsterdam. A coffee shop and a cafe.
Okay.
I think that's the difference. Mm-hmm. So a coffee shop doesn't sell coffee. Or it does, but it will with weed, won't it?
Oh.
You know what I mean? I think that's the difference of people looking for a cafe and a coffee shop, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So we did go and visit a few that that I looked up that was supposed to be really good and what they offered and why they offered it, because actually the history of, because people go, coffee shop, smoking a joint or whatever, but it's actually quite interesting of how it came about and what it what it's about and why the government allow it and certain things like that. One more thing, because I will finish with my 4 day. That's all it was, 4 days. But it was really good. Was I got a new drink when I was in there. And it was a mint tea. So I have problems with my belly, don't I? And I see loads of people with this mint, like fresh mint in a cup. So imagine just picking your mint, sticking it in the cup and putting some hot water on it, right? Well, that's a bit rank. This was in my head at first, like that looks a bit rank. I don't think I could have that. And I looked at it anyway. This mint tea is supposed to help with belly. I was like, let's try one. Fuck it, let's try it. Do you know what I mean? So I said, can I have a mint tea? And they always come with 2 sachets of honey. So I was like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm just think I know what I'm doing. I'll let it go down and mix the honey in and then I'll try it. And it's really nice. I really enjoyed it.
Honey
and it's really good for you. Because I used to do honey and lemon, didn't I?
Yeah.
That was my drink.
Instead as far as
I have got a coffee, by the way, at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's not mint tea.
Straight from
even
work.
I, probably a month ago, was in our campo just getting a few shopping things. And I saw, and it was called digestive tea.
Yeah.
So I bought it. I haven't had one.
You haven't had one. So I get freaked out, like about the tea bags and you know what, when you start overthinking things, that's what I could go into a hole. Yes, I know people might call me crazy, but I was just thinking this way of doing it, it's literally grow my own mint, take it, wash it, stick it in my cup. I've got my honey that I get from the shop, and I'm away. Like, I thought it was a really, not that I've drank it, because I've got my coffee,
but like I say,
it's
if
a good
enjoy
alternative,
it,
isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, it was a real fun adult weekend.
Love it.
I'm going to say adult because it was adult. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it was really, and you need it sometimes. I know it was for our Mini-Moon, but I really believe that sometimes, when you took your trip to, I know you went to work and then Liam met you there, but even for the concert, I just think it's really important just to be able to take that time out for yourselves.
I think we do a good job of having our trips to ourselves.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. I think I'm definitely better right now. I used to get like this guilt thing, like like but I think we've only realised we can only do it short periods. So talking about our honeymoon, like our actual honeymoon, we think we would have to do it with the kids. Which I've always said, you can't have a honeymoon with kids, haven't I? Haven't I always said that? But it's not really about, because me and Mitch would probably do short weekend things or short couple of days things here and there.
Yeah.
But if we were going to do a honeymoon, we'd want to go for like 2-3 weeks.
If you want to do a big one,
yeah. And I couldn't leave the kids that long, which is really sad. I mean, we might not get it done till they're older, so who knows? But if we are going to get it done within the next few months or whatever, or within the year.
See, me and Liam have done a few longer holidays without the kids. I'm just trying to think, like the longest, probably 2 weeks. Because we've gone to America once or twice.
This is it. So, and where we would want to go.
I wouldn't go to Ibiza for 2 weeks without them.
No.
And the shorter trips are easier.
This is
and
what
it's
I mean.
Less guilt
I do like here and there's.
Yeah.
But because I think we wouldn't want to stay in one place. I think what we've realised years ago, we was all for the Maldives. Don't know why.
I remember that's always been.
It was just one of those things, right? I mean, it could change. It might not be the same as I've heard, but we think we might get bored in somewhere like that. We even might think we might get bored in the same area for 2 weeks. So actually we might have to stay somewhere for like 4 days. Do you know what I mean? Because that's just what we're like.
Well, me and Liam kind of do that because any time we've gone away for a long period of time, it's normally a cruise or we've gone to 2 places or 3 places.
Yeah, so a cruise, you're not staying in one place. The cruise, I wish I'd done years ago, because now with my problem of like panicking, I've now panicked in the middle. I'll panic in the middle of the sea. I think that's what will happen.
100% you won't. And actually, was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was 2 days ago. We booked a cruise.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you?
I went out after work. I went and met someone, and then Liam and Kaysen stayed up late. And when I got back, they were like, "Got our holiday. It's like we're booking it." They needed something from my emails, from my like cruise registration number, so that like you get bonus points and you get kickbacks and things when you book. So they had to wait for me to get back to book it. But yeah, we booked one for October.
For the 4 of you?
For the 4 of us.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's Royal Caribbean, which is like the main cruise liner that we like.
You've always
done a few different, but it's like that's American, like the service, the shows, the food. We love it. And we've done a few of them now. And Liam found one where it's full price for one adult, 60% off for the second adult, and children go free.
Oh, so you're what child up to what age?
I don't know. We only paid 200 quid each for them for taxes or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's good.
But the discounts were ridiculous.
That's brilliant.
Like, it's literally half to the price of the holiday.
So that's the only thing that
I'm going to push you to do one.
Try to, because I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm getting more of a scaredy cat. And what was I like back in the
honestly,
day?
the thought of a cruise, like, how the hell's it afloat? Like, what if it tips over?
It's not that. It's for me, I can't get off.
Yeah.
So you know what? Press the button. Where's the fucking button?
No, but they're that big. You one, forget you're even on a boat because they're that bloody huge.
Yeah.
And the one that we're going on is from Barcelona round to, like, I think Mallorca, some places in Italy and back. I think you're at sea for one of the days or 2 of the days.
Yeah.
For the rest of the days, by the time you've woken up, you're at port, you've got the whole day in a place, you come back, then you're going, like, travelling while you're, like, eating, you have your dinner, you do the the shows in the evening, and you go to sleep, and then you're in another place.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And I'm telling myself
we're not
this,
actually that far. So most of the time, usually dependent, most of the time you can see the land because you're not actually that far away.
Throw a paddle.
Probably couldn't
get home,
but you'll be absolutely fine.
That would make me feel better.
The thought of it is, like I say, the old, like 10, 15 years ago, it was what old people did. But now it's so geared towards families. There's water slides, the shows in the evening. They flew in like acts that performed in Vegas to the boat and stuff.
Honestly, this is why I want to do it.
Well, I'm just going to book it,
but
and you've got no choice.
At the same time, you know, like, I think me and Mitch spoke about it on the way back. Like, yeah, I think, I don't know why we said it.
I think I'm more nervous at flying now. Like, I'll fly, no questions asked.
I'm nervous.
But like, just the thought of it and
Bill,
I definitely get more nervous now.
I had it on the plane. Because if I start getting myself into that thought, I'm going to just go crazy. And I am going to look like a bit of a psycho. So I started thinking, to my mum, though. Where do I get out?
Yeah.
That was my thing then. Yeah. So it's obviously, I don't know, it's not a claustrophobia. I don't know what it is.
No, I suppose it probably is a little bit, even though you're not in a really tight space, you just know you can't get off and can't get out.
And when I start realising it
probably is linked to claustrophobia.
But I do it at home.
Yeah.
So if like in Spain, you haven't got it, soon not to. In Spain, a lot of the houses have grills on, and then they have the grill door to shut over your door. So if that's shut, oh God, no. Oh God, that makes me sweat thinking about it. I'd have to wake up in the night and just breathe some air in just to know that I can actually get. It's so weird, isn't it? It's like I've been like suffocated or something as a child. But it's just, I know as I'm getting older, we discussed something on the way back about, honeymoons and where. Yeah. And we sort of said, okay, maybe we'd have to take the children. Don't think I could do a cruise, and we'd just think, where the fuck are we going to go? Camping! Yeah, we did. Oh, we did. We booked camping when we got back.
You did. But I'm talking about for your honeymoon. You're going to end up going camping with the kids.
I know. But don't get me wrong, we booked camping when we got back, and it was such a good weekend. Like, all of us were just like, we don't want to go. I know it sounds sad. I know it. Ashley said the same. My sister-in-law said exactly the same.
You think you'd be bored of the place by now? Not necessarily the camping holiday, but like because you go back to the same place all the time. Yeah, you think you'd be bored of the place,
especially because we don't like going back to the. This is me and Mitch don't like. This, like when I was just saying, I don't think I'll be able to stay in a hotel for 2 weeks. The same hotel for 2 weeks.
Yeah, because I want to change.
Yeah, that place.
But camping.
It's just our happy place.
Yeah.
It's like my second home, really. Yeah. The feeling I get, I know this sounds really sad because there's people who are going to be like, what the fuck? When I wake up and I'm in the tent, I just love it. I get it's long when you have to walk to go to the toilet and all that, but I just love it. I absolutely love it.
I think because
I could live there.
Some trips, like and it's probably why people have holiday homes, because some trips when I know the places, I know where I'm going to eat, I know like where I'm staying, like it's easy. I don't have to make loads of decisions. It's an actual time to really switch off. Whereas some holidays, by the time you get back, you're like, oh fuck, I need another holiday.
Amsterdam was definitely.
You've had to make loads of decisions. You had to book loads of things. You've had to get from one place to another at certain times of the day. So even though you love it and it's a great holiday and you've had a great experience, they're tiring holidays rather than camping is just a chill holiday.
It's like, say, Disney Florida or something like that, isn't it? That is not a holiday.
Oh no,
that is not a fucking holiday. You know,
no.
It's definitely a memory, experience,
but a different type of holiday.
But you needed a holiday to get over that trip.
Well, I'll see if I can convince you to come on a cruise.
I know. It's got me and Mitch now, isn't it? That's the problem.
I say it to everyone. Everyone's like, cruise?
No, I've wanted to. Honestly, I have been. It's not even that anymore. It's not convincing me to do it. I believe you now. Like, I do believe that they are brilliant. It's now this fear that I'm all of a sudden.
So you're going to be worried wherever you go because you know you want to have a long holiday. You're not going to go long haul because you don't like faraway countries.
I know.
So actually, get on a boat from Barcelona and visit all the places on the coastline of Spain.
Well, that was the one we wanted. The next one we wanted to do, like a little trip, is Italy, because that was one Mitch first ever booked on his own. You know, like went off on his own.
Yeah.
He didn't do it on his own actually. He went to a travel agent. But he did it on his own.
He had his initiative.
He did it on his own. And he booked to go to Italy for me and him for like a long weekend. And then COVID hit. So we had to cancel it.
Oh.
So we never went.
I don't remember you going to Italy.
No. So he said that's somewhere I just really, really want to go and see. I was like, I don't think that's a one.
Well, Italy to me's never really appealed. But I've done a couple spots in Italy on cruise ships where we've got off and we've wandered around.
Nothing appeals to me of walking around with loads of other million tourists.
Well, that's why you have to be careful what you book, because like even when I went on one, I think I was 18, my mum had booked it and we got it on it from America, and we went, I think it was like a week or 10 days, and you can book the trips through the cruise line as well. So luckily my mum didn't book any of that, and we were just getting off at the port, walking in, and then just booking on the spot.
I remember you telling me
Or she Googled it and she was booking things that she knew was nearby, but not through them.
Yeah.
And one of the days we got off, and they squeezed probably about 100 people onto this tiny little boat. It was boiling hot. They had a tiny little thin, you know, canopy over the top of them. It was like sardines squished onto this boat. And for pretty much the same price, we took on a little minibus 2 minutes up the road, and we all had like individual little jet skis.
It just shows, doesn't it, the difference?
So you have to be careful what you book, because otherwise, But I do remember somewhere in Italy, I don't know if it was Rome, might have been Rome, because me and Liam did actually do Milan. My mum had booked us flights to Milan, so we did that as an actual like weekend holiday.
That's quite a city place, is it?
Yeah. But I think
just want to go on a gondola.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
But we actually did get the hop on, hop off red bus thing that they do.
They're all over the world, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all over the world in a lot of the like main places. So we did that. You pay like one price, and then you just jump on and off it.
We've done that in Malaga, because we go Bella Medina, don't we?
Yeah.
Every year? And there was one in Amsterdam actually. Yeah. And we see it in London. The red
hop on, hop off sightseeing bus thing.
That's funny.
So yeah. But no, you need to do it.
Yeah.
And if you're thinking of doing it with the kids, that is a proper easy but fun holiday, because you're in different locations most days. You've got all your buffet and like everything there, so it caters to everybody. They've got the pools, the slides. Every evening there's a like really great show in their proper show theatre. I think they've even got Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, like a proper theatre production. And then other days they've got singers and bands and comedians or illusionists and things. So it's a really good holiday.
I'm sold on that part.
It's like an all-inclusive
fears come from.
hotel on a boat, and you get to go to different places.
And I like that idea. One question, though, actually, that I want to ask as a non-cruiser who's never cruised in my life. What's it like? Because you know what I'm like with clock watching. It drives me, and you know, even booking stuff. I don't even. If you're going away, I don't know. I might tomorrow. I might not.
Yeah.
And then that's just how I am.
Yeah.
Is it a lot, or is it? Do you just become kind of like?
So
do you get what I mean? Does it become a stress? I suppose is the question.
No, not at all. So they used to do like pieces of paper on your bed every day with the whole day's itinerary, but most of it's now on your phone.
Okay.
So you get the itinerary, you can pull it up, and it tells you everything that's happening all across the boat in all different places from like 9 a.m. till like midnight. So even if you don't want to get off at that certain stop, you don't even have to get off. Like say if you've done a few cruises and you've been to all them places, like my mum and dad have a few times gone on one, and they're just we've been there, not bothering.
Yeah.
So you just stay on the boat, and
which is like chilling around a pool, isn't it?
Loads of people get off, and it's quite empty for the day, and you can chill and do what you want.
Which is like having an empty hotel, in a way.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can either get off the boat, and you can get off the boat.
It's making me sweat, but I'm going to drink it anyway.
You can get off the boat at whatever time you want, as long as you're back on, obviously, by the time that they tell you. You can get off at any point. So you can get off for an hour, you can get off all day. So it's completely freedom to do what you want. You can stay on it. You don't even have to get off if you don't want to. And then you've got the itinerary, and you can pick and choose what you want. So there's things, all different stuff, caters to all different ages and stuff. We tend to not do a huge amount in the day, but sometimes they've got like a DJ by the pool deck, so then we'll like hang out and listen to like the music and stuff. Most of the stuff that we like to do is normally from like early evening down, so like quizzes and game shows and theatre shows and those kind of things. But like they'll have bingo on and stuff, and most of it's all still included. Bingo normally you have to pay extra for, but everything else is normally like included. And
so when you get off, let's say you stop at Italy somewhere, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm presuming, let's just say you stopped. You then got the option, you can go into Italy to have your breakfast, you can obviously go into the cruise to have your breakfast.
Yeah.
And normally, how long does it give you? Will they leave by like 2? Is it like 8 o'clock at night?
So,
or are they all different?
It's all different.
Okay.
Most of the time, you're docked by the time you wake up. So normally from like 6, 7 in the morning, you're there, so you can get up and go. Usually it's from like then till about 5.
Okay.
Most of the time, especially if you're going right around the Mediterranean, because it's not too far, so they can get there by 5 o'clock by the next morning.
I see what you mean, yeah.
But if you're going to like one that's a little bit further away, then either you'll be at sea for a day, or it might be like 2-3 o'clock. So usually, minimum, you have probably 5-6 hours.
So the only thing that you would have to maybe be more in preparation for is if there's something on a certain stop you want to see.
Yeah.
Just to know you've got that time in to be able to get there and do it. But then that could be like that with anything. Yeah. Anywhere.
And most of the time you have a long day.
Yeah.
So it's like first thing in the morning till 5-6 o'clock in the evening. Yeah. So you normally have plenty of time. So many stops, we've not booked anything. We've just got off. We've had a wander around, seen the place, maybe had a drink, maybe had food. And if not, we just wander around and get back on. When we did the one in February last year with like the Caribbean and stuff, like my mum had organised 1 or 2 of the days. So when we went to Jamaica, we got picked up by like a minibus. We got took to, there's like a waterfalls that everybody knows. So everybody goes to that one, but there's actually one that is less known. We went to that one. Yeah. So we went to like waterfalls for a couple of hours, and the guy was a driver that we paid for like the day. So they took the boys, my nan and granddad, my mum and dad back. And then they dropped us at like this little place that had like different shops and spices. So we went and Liam bought all his spices and stuff. Then they come back for us. Then they took us to like a proper Jamaican place for food, because we wanted to get, proper good food. Yeah. And then they dropped us back. So it's not usually a stress.
Because that's it as well. I was going to, as you said that about the waterfall thing, it's okay experiencing something, isn't it? If you have a good experience. Like, do you get what I mean? It's all right going, oh yeah, I've been there. But was it good? Did you enjoy it? Or are you just saying it because, do you know what I mean? So I would prefer to go to the quieter waterfall, even though it's not the same name or can't be tagged on Instagram, for example, let's just say, and enjoy it and really enjoy it.
But that's where like even the guy who drove us, he's like, yeah, this is the one that I go to, like if I have a day off, because it's less known and it's less busy.
And that's what I think we were trying to do with Amsterdam, try and get a little bit more local and really see the country, because as sad as it is, there's like it's like a private route, isn't it, for tourists in a way, so they only see what tourists see, and we don't end up seeing the
back bit,
which is
sometimes less spoiled sometimes.
It is.
And some of the tourist things that you do, you can't help it, because it's like a proper iconic place and you want to see that place.
Yeah, of course.
Like when I went to New York, the Empire State Building, I'm going to do the typical stuff.
Yes.
But a lot of the things, like you say, waterfall's a waterfall. This one is just as pretty, just as nice, just as big, if not better, and there's less people.
If you want to experience it, do it in that way, surely.
Exactly. Yeah. And even when we went to Dubai, we've been once, and we went with friends of ours who have family there that have been there loads of times, and they took us to like the proper authentic back streets and like traditional tea rooms and all
I think that's how I'd want to experience places, to be honest.
Yeah, which a lot of the time you can when you go on a cruise, because you just rock up and, like you say, grab a bike, grab a moped.
But like here, you can kind of see from a mile off the people who are on holiday or have just moved here.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that person when I'm getting off somewhere, because I don't want to be treated like, you know what I mean? I want to be...
You've got some people that they want to find an Irish pub.
Yeah.
Go for an English breakfast, no matter what country they're in, So it depends on what you want from your holiday. We like to see the proper stuff and see different ways of doing things in the culture and hear the stories and the history and stuff. So you can make that happen, or you can go and find an Irish pub.
I think we're just more aware as well. I think of living in an area where we get holiday makers of that barter and that you know what I mean, a price for a local price. We know what it's like, so I think that experience helps a little bit, not to be so naive.
Like, you go to a restaurant on the beachfront, it's one price. You go 2-3 streets back and it's half the price.
And it's usually better.
Yeah,
it is
exactly.
It definitely
because
is.
that they get that money regardless, whether people enjoy it or not, because it's on the front and it's got a view.
Yeah.
So the people a few streets back have to work hard to do a really good meal.
Yeah.
So it's I love it. I think it's a great way to see places. You don't have a huge amount of time in a certain place, but normally it's enough.
But then I suppose I think this is what I was saying about them, that if you did like somewhere so much,
you go back
then you
on
could
a proper
go back,
holiday.
couldn't you? Solely to that.
Why
place.
go to Jamaica for a week, 2-week holiday if you've never been there before? If you don't know you're gonna like it, you do a stop, love it.
Yeah.
Gonna go back on holiday.
And do you know what's weird? When you start mentioning things, for me, for example, in work, when I start mentioning different countries and different places, do you know how many different opinions people have of these places? And they're all different.
Yeah.
You know, so that's quite, because at the end of the day, everyone's got their own opinion on play. Oh, feelings
and what they actually enjoy.
You know
like you say, some people
like camping and some people like don't.
Yeah,
exactly.
And like some people like to go away and not eat the local culture food, and some people want to find more international food, and some people like trips, some people don't like trips. Like you can kind of listen to some people's things and get some recommendations, but again, it's all personal preference.
I think we've definitely worked out that we're not like sit around a pool for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, we're
inclusive hotel. We just can't. We not just that, not because we can't sit still, but also because we want to discover where we are. Why would you waste that?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I know it sounds a bit, whatever, but really,
at the end of the day, a hotel can be in any bloody country.
Exactly.
So you might as well just go to a hotel here, because if you sat around a pool, what's the difference no matter what country you're in?
Yeah.
And it's nice to do that sometimes. And I've seen some beautiful hotels that are on my list that I really want to go see.
Oh yeah,
but they have so many facilities and things inside, and you can get a bit of that culture even in it, and then you're free to explore outside of the hotel as well.
Yeah. For me, I'd find it a waste traveling to where you're going and then not really moving from where you're moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless that's the only way you'd get a break and not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And actually rest.
Yeah.
Fine.
And sometimes that kind of holiday is needed.
Yeah.
Like we're going to Ibiza on Sunday, and we've got a villa, and there's quite a lot of our family that are going in the end now. And my plan is to, most of the time, chill in the villa, chill by the pool, play games, with the kids, talk to, my family, and have more of a chilled kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And maybe go off into the town a few of the days.
Yeah, but it's different. I know it sounds stupid. Like it's
Ibiza. I've been there. I've done that.
You've done that island. We're kind of similar to where we are in the culture.
I don't need to see it. Yeah. So that is going to be that type of holiday.
Which is different.
Yeah.
I get that.
Exactly.
So that's been my week in about 5 million words. Sorry, that was supposed to be a quick one there.
No, I think that's rounded the episode. I
haven't even talked. I haven't actually said much about it. I was just really actually content, but no, it was a good time.
No,
and now I've just learned that you've booked a cruise. So
so we'll see if you tag along.
Yeah, exactly.
This will cause a few conversations, but thanks for joining us for another week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps grow the channel, and we'll obviously keep bringing you more.
We will. We'll see you soon.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.